Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the third day of learning to sight read on guitar. Hope it's helping you so far. So far we've worked on whole notes, which are the round ones with a hole in the middle. Half notes, which are like this as well, but they have either an upwards going stem or a downwards going stem. That I think, trying to do it backwards. We've learned the notes. G, which is the open string, the third string, the G string, B, which is the open string, the second string, and C. And their corresponding graphical representations, which is for B, which is the middle line, C is the space above that middle line, and G is the line below the middle B. That's on the second line. So I'm going to turn the metronome on, and trying to not make it too loud but visible. Sorry about the background noise, it's just the window's open. Okay, just this is a review. See, it's all whole notes, and it's C, G, B, C. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so that was cool. I just accidentally stopped the C before it rang all the way through, but we're going to do it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, alright. So we're going to the second exercise. You notice they're half notes, but it's kind of the same pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it more time. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Cool, alright. So the next exercise, exercise 3, is very similar to exercise 2, just reviewing the G note again with the whole notes for the C and the half notes for the G and the B. 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Okay, for the next exercise, we're learning a new note A. My guitar's slightly out of tune, I need to change the strings. I've probably mentioned that before, but here we go. A, it's the second fret of the third string. It's right above G. Remember how it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it goes back to A. So here's G, the G string, and then there's A, and the next note is B, and then C. If you count down, you'll see that it is below B. It's the line. It's below the line where B is. It's the second space from the bottom A, and those are whole notes. So we're just going to play that whole note sequence right there of A. 2, 3, 4. Cool. As I mentioned, my string is a little messed up because this G is in tune with the A is there. It's a little better now. Slightly sharp, I apologize for that. So the next exercise is A and C. 2, 3, 4. Cool, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, sweet. So next one, you can see it integrates half notes and whole notes. It starts on A, then goes to G, then goes up to C. 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. Cool, the next exercise is sort of like a scale. It starts on G and it goes up to C and then it goes to G, C again as a resolution. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hold that. Sometimes when you're playing, say with that whole note was the C, and then you're going to play a G, and then go back to the C, it's such that you are not playing on the same string. One is on the third string and one is on the second string. The C is on the second string and the G is on the third string. So that means that you can hold the C like that and play this like this. So you don't have to unfinger the note. 2, here we go again, 3, 4. Cool. And the last one is sort of a pedal point because it's playing, you're always going back to C. So it's A, C, A, C, B, C, G, C. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So that's it for today 3. Thanks for coming out. I hope that helped. If it was too fast for you, please use a metronome and work it on your own at a slower speed. If you're still just if you're still just learning the notes and trying to coordinate between the notes, and the scale, that's fine. Just pick a speed that's good for you. If it's super slow, if you're having a problem where the metronome is so slow that you can't even keep the, say you had the metronome at 30 because it's so slow, what you do instead is just double the beats. So instead of the whole note getting 4 beats, for the metronome have it get 8 and set it at something, set it at 60 or 80, so it's even longer. Another thing you can do is hold the notes not their entire length. So instead of holding the C for the very first exercise for day 3, instead of holding it for instead of holding the C for 4 beats, you can hold it for 3, and then in that 4th beat line up the next note. That's part of sight reading, or reading is anticipating the next note, and something you can do mentally too. It's not just a physical activity or visual. At some point, again, like I was saying, it's visualizing or imagining the sound in your head, how it's going to sound, and also the physically sort of knowing where your hands are going to go, and sort of combining the visual, the kinetic, and the oral imaginations. And that's what I think makes good readers. And like I said before, just being able to read all the notes, I think I know I have some friends that feel they can't read very well, and they think they're bad musicians or something, or they don't really think they're bad musicians, but they feel bad about not being able to read well. But most of those people are really good musicians because they couldn't read well, because they had to learn by ear to learn stuff. So, and I know I've struggled because I could read well when I first started. For whatever reason I took to reading well. I used it. It ended up being a crutch as opposed to just an extra skill, and I wish I had known earlier how to develop my ear more. So I think reading is good, and I think it's good for everybody, but I also think that it's good to develop your ear whenever you can. So and if you feel frustrated with this, that's fine. It just shows something that you can become better at, and it just takes time and dedication. Again, if this lesson is too hard, go back to the one before, and work through it, and just use a metronome. I would advise, maybe not the very first if you're having trouble getting the notes, but very soon after, because you want to really work on your time as well. And just the metronome, assuming your metronome doesn't change tempos, which most don't, the metronome kind of helps you keep yourself real, because you know when you make a mistake because you're all of a sudden not playing the metronome, or you added a beat, things like that. Anyways, take care. See you soon.